এই পদ্মার সারা
Clean connection. It's off the hand.
বন্ধ দিকে বন্ধ তো আবার যদি হয় চ্যানেলটার মধ্যে কপিরাইট
Onto the head. That's why he wasn't happy. He was unhappy with himself. And then that ball striking him just
আরেকবার দুই খেলা দিয়ে দাও খাই দিতে আনটা
put his stun.
এটা আমরা ইউটিউব থেকে লিখছি
Just a little bit of treatment. There's a chance with the run out if there was a clean connection. Throw comes in. It's a decent score. It's just throw. It's skidded off the surface and no, it's not quick enough with the hand movement. Burst through his hands and struck him flush on the head. Yeah, not great viewing that. Thankfully, it was a ricochet off the hand, so just lessened the blow. First 5 overs, Pakistan now 43 for 2. Remember, after 3 overs, they were 12 for 2. And now Salman Ali Agha and Haris, well, they've got going. Hassan Mahmood down the track, trying to pace the offside. Doesn't this time. Athar Ali Khan with me. The start was perfect for Bangladesh. Now Pakistan have come fighting back.
Yeah, 31 in the last 2 overs. Get this partnership. Going. It's worth now 38 of 23 deliveries. Important for Pakistan to get going in the similar kind of direction because they would love to see both these batter coming good with the bat. Bangladesh, on the other hand, will be eyeing to get a breakthrough.
Onto the pass, scampering across, will get the single. Now it'll be a test for Pakistan. Before the series started, emphasis on being aggressive with the bat. Actually have a batting lineup with bats deep. And so far, even after the first 2 wickets that fell quickly, they've been able to implement, they impose themselves on the proceedings so far. Haris, we know, he'll play in this vein no matter what. And Captain Salman Ali Agha. Pakistan want the marriage between ultra aggressive and smart. Onto the patch, worked away. It is in the gap. It'll be a couple of runs.
He's only in his second over. Hassan Mahmood started well. A good piece of fielding in the deep from Rishad Hussain. When you see the ball not doing much, we did see some movement early in the first couple of overs. Since then, there's nothing much happening in favor of the bowler. The fielders will need to be at their top, whether you're fielding inside the circle or protecting the boundaries.
Nicely just placed away. Just angle it down to third and brings up Pakistan's 50.
Yeah, clever. Deft touch from Haris. The fielder was at the third. He was put up inside the circle. just got enough room to guide it away into the gap.
বাংলাদেশ তুমি আমার
Easy
বাংলাদেশ
boundary. Quickly up for Pakistan.
Yeah, this was smart. The two fielders, a deep square leg and a deep fine leg in the deep. Just nicks a single to mid-on. Is 31 of 16. This surface at Gaddafi Stadium normally a very good batting surface. And even with the loss of a couple of wickets, doesn't really get you to bat conservatively
বন্ধু
because of the
এবার
fact that the ball
খেলা
does come on.
হবে পাকিস্তানের
Final delivery of
বন্ধুদের
the power
সাথে
play. Drags it leg side, just be the single. So the sixth over goes for 9. It's 52 for 2. Started off with Simon Ayub trying to turn the ball to leg, and then Fucker just played across a straight one. But after that, it was Mohammad Haris who took the bowling on and did it successfully. Salman Aliaga very good against spin. He joined in with a few delightful shots. The sweep shot is his go-to shot. And this partnership 47 of 28 and has salvaged the power play for Pakistan. Tanzeel Hassan into the pitch.
Yeah, as a bowler, you need to understand what the batter and also what the pitch is offering. No such movement. So you got to have that skills and the mindset to ensure you bowl the right delivery at the right time. Roll of the fingers, the cutter. Clever piece of bowling. You know, this is a very good wicket for batting.
The pull shot in the air, chance in the deep end taken. It's a good delivery into the pitch, and it is Mohammad Haris who has to go.
Well, success for Tanzim Hassan Saqib. It's Tanzeen Hassan Tamim at long on. They cannot believe it. He was going at great guns at 31 of just 18 when he attempted to play that shot over the top. There was a fielder. He slapped that down to his throat at long on. Easy. Too easy for Tanzeen Hassan Tamim. Look at the reaction from the bowler, Tanzim Hassan Saqib. Sends back Mohammad Haris for 31. Pakistan 53 for 3.
Hassan Nawaz, his 6th match. His first 5 matches he played as an opener. Straight away, pushes and runs off the mark. But into the pitch. He bowled a slow one previously. This one into the pitch again, which was successful.
Yeah, again, that's the delivery before he got himself out. Roll of the fingers and then a little bit pace on the delivery. Not getting enough on the bat and not being able to clear that fielder at long on.
This is good. He's found a length and he's banging away short of a length.
You know, they would have done their homework. Remember, they were disappointed. They would have been very, very disappointed in that series against UAE. I thought the batters batted well in the first 2 matches, but the bowlers really didn't do their job. But tonight, Bangladesh making us decent impression with the ball.
Nicely timed through the offside. Terrific shot. He gets the boundary of the last ball of the over to Salman Ali Agha. Pakistan 58 for 3.
Yeah, what a shot. It came from the middle part of the bat and went like a rocket. Look at that shot. Stand and deliver.
Salman Ali Agha, 24 of 18. Haris dismissed in the previous over. Still plenty of batting to come. Rishad Hussain recently played for Lahore Qalandars in the HPL PSL, the champions. Into the onside, there's call for 2. They are coming back. Close, no. Good running.
Yeah, the throw has been a touch wider. Had it been a touch closer, I reckon it would have been in business. Jakar Ali picks it up nicely, but just a touch wide. Just give an opportunity for the batter. Look how far that is when the throw came in.
Now Salman Ali Agha, he'll try and make sure that he ticks along. Hassan Nawaz on the other end, the player of the tournament in the HPL PSL, batted in the middle order, batted number 4. Now he's batting at number 5. And he made that number 4 his own in the PSL. Nicely played. Deft touch. He's very good against spin is Salman. A lovely boundary.
This is a wonderful, wonderful display of batting here. Watching it till the very end, knowing exactly where the fielders are. I knew he was in business because it was just a touch short and touch wide. Delicate from Salman Ali Agha.
He's always been a very gifted batter against spin.
He had a good outing for Lahore Qalandars. Rishad Hussain picked up 13 wickets in the recently concluded HPL PSL in 7 matches.
So this is his home ground. Inverex EV, the Inverex XZO performance, style or savings, everything at one place. Pakistan's most affordable and environmentally friendly Inverex XZO. There it is. smashed that out of the park. Hassan Nawaz has arrived in this innings. Pakistan 72 for 3.
Now that's a biggie. It was in the slot. And he connected well. Didn't even bother to run. And why would you want to run? He knew it's going to go for the maximum the moment he hit that. That is a biggie. Into the stands.
They got 3 wickets in their first 8 overs, 2 in the first 2 overs. And still Pakistan have been able to score at 9 and over. Rashad Hussain in his first over goes for 14. Hassan Nawaz, who hit 28 sixes in the recently concluded HBL PSL. And he starts off with a maximum leg side. Not a bad delivery, it's just the execution of a very fine slog sweep. Mahdi back in the attack. Salman Ali Agha, very good player of spin. Hassan Nawaz will also take the spinners on. This should be interesting. First ball, just a single. Now we'll see how Hassan Nawaz, does he take the spinners on now? Super Asia, Pakistan's leading home appliances brand. Magic of one touch. Good bowling.
Yeah, it's going to be important how he handles himself in the middle. He's already hit a 6. Hassan Nawaz, he also the player of the tournament in the HBL PSL. And when you have someone like Salman Ali Agha in the middle, there won't be too much pressure from the other side because Salman Ali Agha does not really play too many dots. Yes, he does. He has gone on to score 30 of 22, Salman Ali Agha, but is also very keen to rotate the strike, which just releases the pressure. So it's a good combo here, which needs to work for Pakistan.
A little ram shot, that'll run away. The outfield's quick. He's picked the ball and just scooped it away.
Just shows what is going through his mind. It's not about just hitting down the ground or trying to take the bowler towards mid-wicket or square of the wicket on each side, but also being able to deliver that kind of innovation at this stage of the game. Wonderful, really good shot. Picks up another boundary.
To the onside, he wants to straight away, and they come racing back. So in between, the running between the wicket is good too.
Yeah, putting the pressure on to the fielders in the deep, taking the first one really hard, and then coming back quite nicely. It was in the gap, so not one but 2 fielders trying to converge into that ball. In the end, easily taken. Good cricket. Boundary and then couple of more runs.
Another pushed away towards long on, and a single. Pakistan after 9, 81 for 3. 9 and over, 180. Pakistan will try and get to 200 or as close as. It is a good pitch. Warm welcome for Bangladesh. Plenty of supporters in the crowd. Started off well, couple of wickets up front, then a partnership, then another wicket, then this partnership now is 28 or 15. Tanzim with a good first over. Slow one into the pitch.
Yeah, change of ends for Tanzim Hassan Saqib. Yeah, we mentioned about how good this surface is. He's just indicating that yes, he's turning his fingers over, trying to bowl this off cutter. So you got to watch out and have a really close look at when the ball is released from his hands. 5 times in the last edition of PSL, teams have gone on to score 200 more at this venue.
Said well, straight to the man.
It is a good batting surface, there's no question about that. But when someone gets going and then you get out, that's the problem. There has been some sort of issue for Pakistan in this first T20 international. A lot will depend on Salman Ali Agha, how he progresses from here on.
Pace off. But the good thing for Hassan Nawaz especially is coming into this game in form. The final a couple of nights ago got runs there. Inbred solar energy ever present. Pakistan #1 solar brand, trusted for over 15 years. So most of these players are in form. They're playing in the PSL. That is a beautiful pickup. That is magnificent. Maximum over wide long on.
You really cannot afford to bowl onto the pads, especially someone like Salman Ali Agha. He's played some gorgeous looking shot. Two full, just a minute, a flick off his legs, and it's gone the distance. Lovely touch. Really good wrist work.
Cut away. That is his area, just behind point. A 6 followed by a magnificent shot to the fence.
The one that went for the 6 was a lot fuller, so he tried to pull the length back. And in the end, what it happens is it's a touch wide, it's a slower delivery, it's too easy for someone like Salman Ali Agha to put it away, square on the wicket for another boundary. 6 followed by a boundary. Now the fielder at fine leg comes inside the circle.
Taps it away down to third, and that'll get to the fence as well. 50 for the captain. Third in 4 innings for Salman Ali Agha. Just off 29 deliveries, leading the charge for Pakistan. It is the halfway stage of the innings. 97 for 3. Salman Ali Agha on a lovely 50, and you've got to admire the easiness with which he gets them at the top level, international level. Hassan Nawaz is loaded with talent, and the important thing is for these guys to continue with the form that they possess. He was flawless, awesome during PSL. What do you like about Hassan Nawaz and Amir?
You know, when I first saw him, he had that false confidence about himself that he can hit everything out of the park. But during that PSL, he realized that as a batter, you need much more. He learned how to leave good deliveries. He learned how to defend good deliveries, and more importantly, singles. And that's what has brought so much improvement into his batting, and that augurs well for Pakistan. And when we talk about Salman Ali Agha, well, let me tell you, anybody can hold the helm when the sea is calm, but the skipper does it when the sea is choppy. What an innings from Salman Ali Agha.
Difficult really to coin sobriety and calmness with somebody like Hassan Nawaz, who really goes hard against every kind of bowling. But there's this calmness, there is this lull, that little pause that is needed for you to understand your own game. Because you've got to occupy the crease to know about your skills, and I think that is what we saw from him during the PSL.
And also, middle order, maybe his position. He's a changed player.
If he gets cracking at number 4, number 5, that'll be such a huge bonus for Pakistan, because that's one spot where they've failed to get a regular talent thrown in. And he gets them at a rapid pace as well, runs 13 of 11. There he goes, big once again. It's a huge 6. Once again, cashing in on good length, shorter length, and depositing it over mid-wicket for a grand 6.
50 partnership achieved by these two. And another thing about Hassan Nawaz, once he decides that what stroke he's going to employ, he gets fully committed to it. Have a look at that. Using depth of the crease, pulling the weight a bit back to be able to hit the ball aerial. Terrific batting.
$105 for 3. Down to 5 to 105 for 3. This has been a grand recovery at a very, very good pace. Shadab, Khushdil, Fahim, 3 very fine all-rounders to come. That's a nice delivery. Saw him expose the stumps, and he targeted that leg stump line. Fantastic hit. Went back into the crease and got it smack in the middle of the bat. And we know that every 6 will earn you a scholarship, KFC scholarship. Up in the ring, that's been lifted it for a sweet six.
Another KFC moment, wasn't it? He's sort of a player who's going to earn plenty of scholarships. And at the moment, he saw the bowler pitching the ball up. He knew where this ball is going to go. And then it was a no ball. A free hit.
I think the biggest task for Bangladesh would be how to rein in the situation. It's on the line, that back heel. And how well did he hit that? All he wanted was to get it over that mid-off fielder, and it landed all the way over the rope.
A high elbow, wasn't it? That was good to watch.
There's this rhythm and quality with how he bats, Salman. Never seems to be in a rush. Seems to know exactly the areas that he wants to target, and then flows through the offside, leg side. There's this great balance between improvisation and classical batting, and then great temperament to go with it.
Yeah, he hardly hits the ball out of anger. Relies on sheer timing and the placement. And he knows how to maneuver the length. And that's where he makes the difference. And that's why he has become very consistent.
This is his highest score as well. Gets him at a good rate. 51 of 31, 51 of 39, 46 of 26. Doesn't seem to waste a lot of time. Always is helpful if your captain is in good touch. It's a free hit. Yorker is put away into the gap for at least two.
Yeah, must have feeling a lot of pressure after getting hit for a six. And then to re-ball that delivery. Thought hard about it, opted for the Yorker limb. Was able to keep Nawaz quiet on that occasion. Hassan was phenomenal in that test series played here in Pakistan. Last year, picked up many wickets.
The pitch probably demands that hard length bowling at times. So you don't have to be repetitive, but I think most times you need to be on that good length area on a surface like this. But now I think the biggest challenge, as I just mentioned earlier, is how to then retrieve a very tough situation, and good teams, good bowling attacks do it. Can Bangladesh be in that category? They need a wicket or two. I think they need a massive strike here, because this partnership is now worth 63 of just 31. Another good delivery, Yorker. Very difficult really to hit it up in the air. You really have to play the ramp shot or do something different to that length.
Abhi Javed bhi aata, move outside the off stand, flick it towards fine leg for a boundary. Well, it's a good comeback from Hassan.
Yeah, tough bowling in a situation like this when the charge is on. It tests you out completely. Your skills are tested, your temperament is tested. Short ball's been put up in the air. Will this be a catch? No. Dhaka Ali gets around to pick that one up. The throw is in, 2 runs taken. Once again, very quick in seizing the length.
Wasn't in control on that occasion, Salman, but he picked up the length very early. Now, signs are ominous for Bangladesh. Both these batters are looking good out there in the middle. They are sighting the ball big. They'll be looking to finish this innings on a very high note.
Full toss is hit straight to a fielder at deep cover, and he'll be thoroughly disappointed, bitterly disappointed, because that really had more to it than being out caught. Tanzid Hassan Tamim is the catcher, and well, his innings comes to an end, unfortunately, and it's not over the waistline. I think that's the query that's been put up by the batsman. I think they're checking for no ball as well. No, definitely not over the waistline, so it's got to go out. Done by a full toss.
You were talking about which length to bowl on a pitch like this. How about this one?
Perfect. Keep on bowling those full tosses, boys. Yeah, well, pleasing on the eye. Salman Aliaga once again. A very fine 56 of 34, 118 for 4. Shadab is the new batsman in at the non-striker's end. Shamim is the new bowler, only a single. But what a valuable breakthrough. Courtesy of full toss, they bowled every length, the Yorker, the bouncer, but in the end it was the full toss that did the job.
Yeah, this partnership was becoming ultra dangerous for Bangladesh, and they needed a breakthrough. And came through an ordinary delivery, a full toss. That is close. That is close. But the umpire thought otherwise. And the first ball, played by Shadab, opted to play a reverse sweep. Why was he impelled to play that stroke?
Making room and cuts it well. Should find the fence as well. Lovely piece of timing and placement.
Yeah, if you have the ability to play such a stroke, why opt in for those strokes? Ram stroke, reverse sweep. Just backed away from the leg stump. And it was a piece of cake for him. And he's off the mark now.
Lot will depend on how Hassan Nawaz shapes up. 29 A's of 17 in the PSL final. Also, he got out just at the wrong time, and it did hurt the chances, the fortunes of Quetta Gladiators. So he's got to understand his value, and he's of immense value to his side because of the way he plays and the form. 30 of basically nothing. So he's got to cash in now and go right till the end. Inside edge, slower in pace this time. Shamim, nevertheless a good over. Just 7 from it. 1-2-5 for 4. 11 and over 200 runs for Pakistan. That means that they'll have to really bat exceedingly well right till the end. Let's put up over cover for another magnificent six. He just does it so effortlessly.
And not an easy stroke to play against a spinner who angles the ball in and who's not a huge turner of the ball. And to be able to hit the ball over extra has to be a very good stroke.
Trying for a wrong one, didn't really spin back. Once again providing width to Hassan Nawaz, and it's not working. Six followed by a boundary. And he's motoring at a rapid pace into the 40s of just 20 deliveries.
They're not only width, also pace, which was used by Hassan Nawaz perfectly. Just laid the stroke ever so slightly to be able to beat that fielder at backward point.
Oh, that's gone up in the air. That should be taken at long off. Oh, he's missed it. And it's gone for four as well. Not only a misfield, a missed chance, but a boundary as well. Imon there, letting himself down. And what a costly miss it can turn out to be.
Well, he's one player who can hurt you. And okay, close. Misjudged it completely. Did it happen out of excitement?
They loved it, irrespective. Oh, chance, this time it's taken. And so it didn't really cost Bangladesh great much. And he'll be disappointed because it, in the end, was a soft dismissal.
It's the second Pakistani batsman who got out playing the ball off the back foot and to a spinner. He was unsure. He was completely unsure what sort of a stroke he's going to play. And that indecision cost him big. But nevertheless, a big wicket. For Bangladesh, they needed it. Hassan Nawaz has been sent back. Scored 44, 139 for 5.
Khushdil Shah is the new batsman on strike and gets beaten. A little bit of extra spin on that one from Rishad. Hassan Nawaz probably reeling from that drop chance, and this was a big inside edge that probably saved him. And it's 139 for 5. Yeah, probably reeling from that drop chance and still thinking about it, and really a soft one in the end, hitting it back to Rishad, who made no mistake. They hardly ever do, bowlers.
Well, he was sent reeling.
Reprimanding himself, talking to himself. Hassan Nawaz's dismissal is going to make an impact in the in the run rate, in the pursuit to get 200. Both very fine all-rounders, Shadab and Khushdil. Let's see, can they crack the whip? Nicely fielded, the fielder up in the circle. That's always tapal tea, which you can enjoy, not only for HBL, PSL, but for international matches. They're there for the fans. Pakistan's #1 brand.
Yeah, they need to be everywhere, since they are Pakistan's #1 brand. And if people enjoy it, they have to cater for it.
Little bit more chirp from the Bangladeshi fielders. There's caution there that deep fielder comes into play. It has to be worked into partnerships now. The last 4 or 5 overs, kind of a make or break situation for both sides. I think Bangladesh would want this score to be below 200.
Well, that'll be a big effort from the Bangladeshi bowlers if they manage to do so, because this pitch is so true.
Not a bad over at all. In fact, it's an excellent over. He's bowled 2 for 11, and it's 1 for 3 for 5.
So 143 for 5 overs to go now. Run rate's at 9.5 at the moment. If they go at 11s, they get to the 200 mark. It's a nice supporter for Pakistan. Salman Ali Agha played very nicely, and he'll still be disappointed to be in that change room still, smarting that he got dismissed when he did, because he was playing so beautifully at that stage, and full toss somehow found its way to that cover region. Kushtil and Shadab Khan, the two boys, are going to do the job for Pakistan at the moment, but Bangladesh, I think, quite pleased with the way things have gone at this stage. Alata.
Hello, Hazy. Yes, after the wicket of Hassan Nawaz, it's been 10 deliveries without a boundary for Pakistan. Make that 11, because they'll be able to pick up 2 more here. It's a good comeback for Bangladesh. They'll still be hoping they can restrict Pakistan not to cross over 200.
মানে এটা মিনিট দিছে মুভিটা আইব আর কি এটা আকশা
We're just going to do a quick little check here to make sure there wasn't a short run. These two guys like to scamper between the wickets. They're boundary hitters normally, both these guys, Shadab Khan and Kushtil Shah. But at the moment, they're being resorted to just trying to pick up whatever they can. There's the projected scores at the bottom. Current run rate at 190. They'll be thinking about 200 shortly. I think Bangladesh will be happy if they're under the 200 mark. Let's have a look and see if it is a short run. Nah, it's fine. That's okay. He's got something behind that line. Just. That's all we need to do. Just behind the line. Mahdi's in his last over. 4 balls to go. Whipped away on the onside, searching for boundaries. That's Ali Khan telling us that there's
Been few and far between the boundaries in the last little while. Vigo Tell. Mobile selfie moments. There you go. We've got some smiles along the line. Yeah, we have. There we go. I'll give that 4.5 smiles.
Just the 4 runs in the first 3 deliveries. Not a bad start for Mahdi Hassan in this over.
Just backing away a fraction, saw him go and tried to follow him. Slight misfield. Sure it fell. Yep. Apologies to the bowler.
I think they can still apply a little bit more pressure by throwing the ball in a better direction, because it just given away a single. Shouldn't have been a single.
This was where those sort of little unforced errors really start to count. If they start getting a bit sloppy in the field, that's a bit of a round arm action, that one. It's got it away, but only for a single. A little bit different from Mahidi on that occasion.
Well, they'll be just thinking about where does the boundary come in for. Bangladesh have bowled well, bowled to the field. And in this over, only 6 runs in the 5 deliveries that he has bowled. He needs to finish off nicely here to apply a little bit more pressure.
There's no boundary off this ball. It's a great over. It's an outstanding over. That is superb stuff. Over number 16 just goes for 7, 150 for 5. Template in a batting card for a team in T20 cricket is that someone in the top order, the top 4 ideally, goes on and gets a pretty big score, not a 50, but a big score. Then you have 1 or 2 guys at the back end that thrash a bit and do nicely, but someone also supports a bit at the top. So there's a couple of boxes ticked, but there's no one that's really kicked in that top 4. Too many soft dismissals. Oh, there's another one. Head up, missed the ball, stumped by a country mile.
Well, certainly was surprised to see him in the attack, but he's turning out to be the trump card for Bangladesh. Shamim Hussain has now picked up a wicket, and an important wicket of the left-hander, Khosdil Shah. Pressure was building up, no boundaries for the 15 deliveries before that. He decides to go down the wicket and misses it completely, and Liton Kumar Das does the rest. It's a good blow. Really effective one for Bangladesh. Khosdil Shah gone for 5. Pakistan 6 down for 150.
Those numbers are not great for Him Ashraf throughout his T20 international career, but he played really nicely actually in the HBL PSL recently. The strike rate, which is the vertical stripe at the middle of the page, 130. Shamim, his first wicket in T20 internationals. Amazing stuff.
He's only bowled 2 overs before this game. His 26 T20 international, and he'll be very happy to see the back of Khosdil Shah. Really good decision from the skipper. Once it goes in your favor.
He can be so dangerous, Khosdil Shah. In the air that time, it's pumped down the ground and they got a boundary. That's the first boundary from 19 deliveries.
That's a good shot. It's a very good shot from Shadab Khan. a little bit full. He clears his left leg and slams it down the ground for a boundary. Much needed boundary for Pakistan.
Yeah, it certainly was. A little bit of turn that time. Couldn't do too much of that once it stopped and purchased a fraction, just a single from Shadab.
What a spell this is from Shamim Hussain. Before this game, only 2 overs he has bowled in T20 internationals. He's only gone for 17. Mind you, he was hit for a boundary. Could have been even lesser. Catch it!
Oh, in the air for a while. Desperate dive, couldn't quite grab it. Bowling beautifully at the moment. Time for the fans to enjoy cricket with Pakistan's own brand, Tapal, at the Tapal Tea Lounge. One tea brand of Pakistan, Tapal, and they are thoroughly enjoying it. Look at them in the back as well, making another cup. Terrific. Brings the sweeper into play. Another very tidy over. Just goes for 8 and a wicket. 158 for 6. Satellite dishes on some small buildings at the start of the innings. Then there was some recovery. Got them to 52 for 2 at the end of the power play. Then another wicket, so chopped at the right time. And when those started to go again, 2 more satellite dishes, and now a 6th. So 6 down. They've just got wickets at exactly the right time. Bangladesh. Shadab Khan straight at the man on the covers.
Pakistan going at a run rate of 9.2. If they go ahead and manage to score 9 runs and no war, they'll end up with 184.
Just need 1 over around about the 20 mark to get them close to the 200 mark. That's right off the toe end of the bat. That's just a single.
Rishad Hussain, right on leg spinner in his last over. They have 1 more over from Shamim Hussain. The other spinner, Mahdi, has completed his full quota of overs of 4 overs. They'll probably be eyeing to look at someone like Shuriful Islam, the left-arm seamer, who's gone for 20 runs in early on when he bowled those 2 overs. Hassan Mahmood, they still have got 1 left there. And Tanzim Hassan Saqib, who's been gone for 22 and 2, has 2 in the bag.
Oh, it's just over the top of Shah Hussain. Pakistan are going to need to bowl very well, it looks like, in this game. No Shaheen Shah Afridi. Different bowling lineup. Guys who are in form, guys who are getting wickets in the HBL PSL, and they'll have to do that right at the start against Bangladesh. Wide exercise for the umpire.
Whatever total they end up with after the end of the 20th over, Bangladesh still have to bat well.
On a good batting surface. That's cracked. Hasn't gone far enough. I think it might have. Yep, that's 6 runs. That's more like Shadab Khan. That's how he likes to deal.
Never easy to go and play across the line because right arm leg spinner, it pitches it up. And the batter, Shadab Khan, decides to go on the onside. Just a hint of turn. Good connection. Goes really low down on his right knee, and it smacks it over the fielder at long on for the maximum.
And another scholarship. KFC is awarding a higher education scholarship to every 6 that's hit to a deserving student during the Pakistan series. Ching ching, another one. Is that another one? Yeah, KFC. You got another one to dish out as well. Another scholarship. Back-to-back 6s. He's getting expensive now, Rashad.
With that 6:15 in this over, and there's still a ball left here in this over. This should get them going. Yeah, this was short, and he was waiting for it. Really went hard at it. Back-to-back sixes from Shadab Khan.
Brilliant bat speed, actually. Really nicely played. So what can they get at this last delivery in over number 18? Another boundary would be handy for Pakistan, getting close to that 20 mark. Gone over the top. It's going to bring the sweeper into play. Oh, he can't get there. So it is another boundary. Advertising triangle came too early for him. 19 off the over, 177 for 6. That's going to really kick him into this rest of the overs here. Terrific shot from Shadab Khan. Now goes to 34 off 17 with this shot. The strike rate of exactly 200. That's going to be the tallest building so far in that graph. Right, 2 overs to go now. 177 for 6. And they get past that 200 mark. Need to ideally have a big over for over number 19. That'll be the plan, I think. Can smack that for 6, that's for sure. Yep, that's gone. What a great start to the over.
The last 4 deliveries have gone for 6, 6, 4 and 6. It's been impressive, Shamim Hussain. The very first delivery of this over has gone the distance. Cracking shot off the back foot from the bat of Fahim Ashraf.
It's where it becomes a little bit difficult for a bit of a part-time bowler as well when you get a bit of tap at this stage. Oh, it's nicely bowled. Has that hit the pad first? I think that's what they like, these Bangladesh fielders. That's why they were going up for that, or thinking about the big shout.
Just a touch quicker.
A glove. So 7 off 2. What can Shadab Khan do now? Drags that on the onside. Might be able to come back for the second. Yep, touch and turn. Fahim's quick and does well.
The good running, really good running between the wickets here. Once it went in between those 2 fielders at deep mid wicket and long on, they knew they were in for another extra run. Really good running.
Right, so they're halfway through this over and they've got 9. Another couple of boundaries off the last 3 balls, Pakistan. Of course, Bangladesh would love to finish this partnership, which is really threatening. Down the ground, on the bounce. Realises he missed out a little bit there. Shadab Khan.
187 on the board. Is it not a bad total, and still have 8 legitimate deliveries to bat through? Definitely will be eyeing to go across 200.
Right.
Yeah, I would think so now. Just couldn't get a good connection on that one. Only the single.
After being hit for a first ball 6, he's done well, Shamim Hussain. He's gone for only 5 runs after being hit for the 6.
This is going to be an interesting chase. 4 out of the last 6 in the Pakistan Super League. Totals of around the 200 mark. Just about all of them were chased down. Good batting surface, not going to change at all. It's going to be nice to bat on in the second half of this, of the first of 3 T20 internationals. Nice support for Bangladesh. Good to see these guys turning up and bringing their flags and screaming and shouting and providing as much encouragement as they possibly can. We've got 1 ball left in over number 19 now. 11 from it so far. Oh, he just lost his shape at the last minute, Shadab Khan. He's dragged it only for 1. So they messed it up a little bit. Just 12 from it, 189 for 6. Went through a period Pakistan with had 19 deliveries at a crucial stage of this innings where there were no boundaries. It certainly catered for one wicket, and of Kushtul Shah trying to do a little bit too much. We've brought ourselves now to the last over this innings, 189 on the board. Would have been thinking of 200 certainly about 4 or 5 overs ago. That would have been the plan. See if they can get there for starters. And it is Shuraful who's going to be bowling the last. Something he often does. He's only going to end up bowling 3 overs today. Last over. Oh, that's adventurous. And I don't think it's a wide either. I don't think that can be called a wide. It shouldn't have been called a wide because he moved a long way across. What do you think, Attar?
Tight, but just look at the way he has reached out and in the very last moment decides to leave it because he was right there, so close to the ball.
It's not as though he couldn't have reached it. Got a bowled again though, that's what the umpire adjudicated. A thick edge, and that races away a couple of bounces and goes for 4.
He's played a nice little cameo here, Shadaf Khan. At one stage they were really struggling to pick up boundaries. Now with that boundary, his 4th 4, he also picked up a couple of 6s. He's moved to 42 of just 21 deliveries. Thickest outside edge. Goes over the top of the fielder at the short third, who's a little bit fine. He loves it.
It's a dot ball.
Good delivery. A dot at this stage of the game is gold. Can he repeat it? Can Shoriful Islam bowl another dot here? Shadaf Khan on strike will be eyeing to pick up a boundary here.
He's on 42 off 22, Shadab Khan, strike rate of 190. Batted nicely, moving across again. This time he goes over the top and on the bounce. Couldn't quite get there. Opted to go in for the catch to try and grab it. It's gone through, but it's gone for 4.
At the moment the ball flew out of the bat, it looked like it's not going to reach the fielder. So instead of trying to grab that catch, fielder should have tried to at least make sure that he stops the boundary, makes a mess of it. Tanzid Hassan Tamim at long off. And it's a boundary.
2 away from the 200 mark, 2 away from a 50 partnership as well. It's been a really good performance. I talked earlier about the blueprint in T20 cricket. You'd have a couple of blokes who can thrash a little bit towards the death. Well, these 2 guys have done it now for Pakistan. They've still got 3 balls to go in this innings. Over the top of the bowler this time. Work to be done. They should be able to touch and turn. They do. And come back for the second. So it's good running. Brings up the 200. 200 for 6 it is.
Also the 50 partnership. It has been a wonderful display of power hitting. 50 of just 29 deliveries.
Exchange on, crypto exchange, world's first arbitrage crypto exchange. Download the app, exchangeon.io. Right, 2 balls to go now. Shadab on 48 as well. It's all happening in the middle. He's got that away. He's hit it sweetly, but it might be out. That's a really good catch. Rashad Hussain takes a fine grab moving around. He's a really good player, Rashad. Talented leg spinner, moves very well in the field, can beat a ball as well with a bat. That was a good catch.
Very good catch, but what a knock. What a knock from Shadab Khan. Ensuring they get Pakistan to 200. Might have done enough damage to take his side home. Really good grab from Rashad. It looked like at the last moment the ball was going away from him. But in the end, tall fella reaches out and grabs a good one. Excellent knock from Shadab Khan. Gone for 48. Pakistan 200 for 7.
Hassan Ali's out there to face one ball. Last ball of the innings. That's a very good ball to finish. Can't do too much with that. Hassan Ali just gets it to covers for a single and then runs off the park. They ended up with 201 for 7. It's the first time that Pakistan has scored 200 in Lahore in a T20 international. It's a really good recovery considering that they were 5 for 2. They were in a lot of trouble actually, 2 overs in. Shorefeld picked up the second of those wickets as well with some good, fine, accurate swing bowling. But it's a really good recovery. I think Pakistan overall are going to be very pleased with that, 201 for 7. Bangladesh are going to have to play really well here. They've got to bat very well because the Pakistan bowlers are in form and wicket-taking form too after the Pakistan Super League, so they'll be bouncing in as they come into bowl to the Bangladesh players. Lytton Das, no doubt, is going to be key. And he's going to have to make sure he plays really well. Lytton Das. Right, let's have a look at the cards so far for Pakistan. A lot of trouble right at the top. Farker just going for one. Ayub also for naught, just first baller for him. Harris 31 off 18. Salman played really nicely for his 56 off 34. Nawaz 44 off 22. Shadab brilliant with his 48 off 25. Very good work from him. So a great recovery. The 31, 60, 56 I should say. 44 and 48 was very handy. And Kushdil 5 off just 10. And Fahim not at 11 in the end and getting just past that 200 mark.